Welcome to CyberFlow, your one-stop shop for cybersecurity education. This is a 100% free course for the CCNA. Our channel provides courses and tutorials to help you develop the skills and knowledge needed to learn networking, cybersecurity, and ethical hacking. But we're not just about education. We're also committed to making a positive impact. Our goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers and raise $100,000 for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. By subscribing to our channel, you'll be supporting this important cause and helping to make a difference in the lives of children and families facing serious illnesses. You'll find the links and description. Also, we've created Anki flashcards to help you remember everything you're studying. You'll find them in the description below. Join the CyberFlow community today and help us achieve our goal. Hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Today we're going to dive into the exciting world of command line interfaces, or CLIs, specifically focusing on Cisco devices like routers, switches, and firewalls. Now, what exactly is a CLI? Well, CLI stands for Command Line Interface, and it's the interface we use to configure and manage these Cisco devices. To give you a visual, here's an image of the Cisco iOS CLI, which is the command line interface used in Cisco devices. Now, the colors you see here can be changed, but this is the default color scheme that I'm using in this screenshot. Now, before we proceed, let me quickly introduce another concept, the Graphical User Interface, or GUI. A GUI is a visual interface that allows users to interact with a system using icons, menus, and windows. In the Cisco world, there are GUIs available, like Cisco's Adaptive Security Device Manager, ASDM, for configuring firewalls. However, in this course, we'll be focusing on the CLI, as most network engineers prefer it over GUIs. So, let's talk about how we actually connect to a Cisco device to configure it using the CLI. One method is by connecting via the console port. This typically involves bringing your laptop to the device and connecting to the console port using a cable. Here's an image of a Cisco Catalyst switch with two console ports, one RJ45 port and one USB Mini-B connector. In this case, let's say we'll connect to the RJ45 port. Now, to establish the connection, you'll need the right cable. This is a rollover cable, which has an RJ45 connector on one end, similar to Ethernet cables, and a DB9 connector on the other end. However, most laptops these days don't have a serial port to plug the cable into, so you'll likely need an adapter, like a USB to serial adapter, to connect to a USB port on your laptop. Once you've connected your computer to the device, you need to use a terminal emulator to access the CLI. You can use Packet Tracer. Now that you're connected to the device's CLI, you'll be greeted with a screen where you can start entering commands. When you first enter the CLI, you'll be in what's called User Exec Mode, indicated by the ~, sign next to the device's host name, in this case, router. In this mode, you have limited access and can only view certain information, but can't make configuration changes. To have more power and make changes to the device's configuration, you need to enter Privileged EXEC Mode. You can do this by typing the enable command in User Exec Mode. In Privileged Exec Mode, you'll see a hash sign, indicating that you have complete access to view the configuration, restart the device, and perform various other tasks. However, this is not the mode where you actually make configuration changes. To make changes to the device's configuration, you need to enter Global Configuration Mode. The command to enter this mode is configure terminal, or simply conft for short. Once you're in Global Configuration Mode, you'll see the host name followed by config, indicating that you can now modify the configuration. In this mode, you can enter various commands to configure different aspects. In the realm of Cisco devices, the enable password command is your key to that club. It allows you to set a password that protects the Privileged Exec Mode, which is like the VIP section of the device's command line interface. Now, why is this important, you may wonder? Well, imagine you're managing a network with multiple administrators. You want to ensure that only authorized personnel can access the powerful configuration options and potentially sensitive information in the Privileged Exec Mode. The Enable Password command helps you accomplish this goal. To set the enable password, you start by typing enable to enter Privileged Exec Mode. Once you're in, you use the Enable Password command to specify the password you desire. It's like putting a padlock on the VIP entrance of the club. For example, let's say you want to set the password to Cisco, but please don't use that as your actual password. It's too common. you would enter the following command. Enable password Cisco. Simple, isn't it? Now only those who know the secret password can enter the exclusive club of Privileged EXEC Mode. But wait, there's more. Security is a top priority, and Cisco knows it. They introduced a more secure alternative called the Enable Secret command. It functions similarly to the Enable Password command, but offers enhanced security by encrypting the password. Imagine this. The Enable Secret command takes your password, wraps it up in a secret encryption blanket, and hides it away. So even if someone tries to snoop around and get their hands on your password, they'll find it virtually impossible to unravel the secret code. Cool, right? To set the Enable Secret password, you enter the command Enable Secret, followed by your desired password. For example, enable secret my secret password. Remember to choose a strong and unique password to protect your network. So whether you prefer the traditional enable password or the encrypted enable secret command, you're the gatekeeper of the Privileged EXEC Mode, ensuring only authorized personnel can access its power. By using these commands wisely, you can keep your network secure and your exclusive club safe from unauthorized visitors. So, we're in global configuration mode, and we want to enhance the security of our password. We can achieve this by using the Service Password Encryption command. When this command is entered, it encrypts any plain text passwords in the configuration file. This means that even if someone views the configuration file, they won't be able to easily determine the actual passwords. Let's see how it works. After entering the command, I'll use the Show Running Config command again to display the running configuration. As you can see, the enable password that was previously in plain text is now encrypted. It's a series of random characters that can't be easily deciphered. This adds an extra layer of security to our device. It's important to note that the encryption used by the Service Password Encryption command is relatively weak and can be decrypted by experienced individuals or tools. Therefore, it's still recommended to use more secure methods such as SSH or AAA, authentication, authorization, and accounting, for stronger password protection. Now, let's save the configuration again using the write command, or its alternatives write memory, or copy running config startup config. By saving the configuration, we ensure that the encrypted passwords and any other changes we made are stored in the startup config file. This means that when the device is restarted, it will load the saved configuration, including the encrypted passwords. So, to recap what we've done. 1. User exec mode, router. Imagine you are standing outside a router, and you see a sign that says router. This is the user exec mode, which is the starting point for interacting with the router. It provides basic access and allows you to execute basic commands. 2. Privileged exec mode, router hash. Now, let's say you want to have more control over the router and perform advanced tasks. To do this, you need to enter the privileged exec mode. You can do this by using the enable command from the user exec mode. Once you're in this mode, the prompt changes to router hash. Think of it as gaining administrative access to the router. 3. Global configuration mode, router, config, hash. The privileged exec mode is powerful, but if you want to make changes that affect the entire router, you need to enter the global configuration mode. To enter this mode, you use the configure terminal command from the privileged exec mode. Once you're in the global configuration mode, the prompt changes to router, config, hash. Here you can configure various settings and parameters of the router. 4. Enable password command. In the global configuration mode, you can use the enable password command to configure a password that protects the privileged exec mode. It's like putting a lock on the administrator's office. You choose a password and assign it using this command. This password will be required to enter the privileged exec mode and access the administrative functions of the router. 5. Service password encryption command. Security is crucial, especially when it comes to passwords. To protect the passwords stored on the router, you can use the Service Password Encryption command in Global Configuration mode. This command encrypts the passwords, making them unreadable to unauthorized users. It's like converting the passwords into a secret code that only authorized personnel can understand. 6. Enable Secret command. While the Enable Password command provides basic protection, the Enable Secret command offers enhanced security for accessing the privileged exec mode. It allows you to configure a more secure, always encrypted password. Think of it as using a combination lock instead of a simple key lock. The encrypted password set using this command is more challenging to decipher, providing an additional layer of security. 7. Run command. Lastly, the run command is used in global configuration mode. We hope this video helped you on your journey towards becoming a cybersecurity expert. Remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest content. And if you found our videos helpful, please give us a thumbs up and share them with your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to check out the links and description for our Anki flashcards and to donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Your support can make a real difference in the lives of those in need. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.